James, this is a fairly rare run on Eddie. Could you just take us through the approval process to get a run, please?
The approval process, I'm not sure. I asked the club if we could train here, and they said they'd work it out. So it had been very good and let us train here, and I think the more you can get to train here, the better. It's a fantastic surface at the moment. The grounds crew people have done a great job, and in my opinion, it's probably the best it's ever been. So it's great for the boys to have a run around here instead of out at Keilor Park where we've been training.
How does preparing for your first game as a coach compare to when you prepared as a player in '92 or whenever that was?
I think a lot different. I think you know a bit more what to expect than when you're a player. But yeah, it's a totally different experience, but you're still part of a team that wants to win on the weekend. And different role, but one that looking forward to.
There's a few fans here watching on. Is that a reminder of the great expectations on you and the club this season?
Are there any expectations? I'm not sure there are there? Look, the fans are great. Essendon fans are great. It's great to see a few of them out here at training. But expectation is what it is, and the season will unfold, and we'll win a few games, hopefully.
Will Dyson Heppell make his debut?
We think so. Yeah, I'd say that Dyson is very close to being in the team, and will probably play his first game this week. And it's great that Stu Cremeri, I think we're putting him up on the list today, which is great news for he, and he'll play as well.
It's exciting for Dyson, obviously, the top draft pick of the club, and perhaps the top draft picks haven't done so well in recent years, so it's a really good opportunity for him.
Yeah, although Dave Myers was a top draft pick a few years ago, he's playing as well today. So sometimes it takes guys more time to play their first game, but Dyson's lucky he'll play in round one, and we just hope that he plays well for us and enjoys the experience.
And David Hill, James, will he play?
David will play. Yeah. At this stage, I can't see why he won't. And it's an interesting rule, isn't it, with the three ruckmen, and we've still got a few decisions to make going forward on that. But David will be playing.
Could he be the first substitute?
We haven't got that far down the track, and we don't have to make that decision till 90 minutes before the game on Sunday, so there's still 3 or 4 days to go before we'll make that decision.
Alan Davey had a guard on his arm. Is he all right?
Alan broke his arm against Melbourne, I think it was, so probably 4 weeks ago now. So he's a chance. We've still got to clear a bit of stuff with him, probably Friday, tomorrow or Saturday we'll do that, but he's a chance to come in. But we won't risk him either. If he doesn't get through what we want him to get through, then we'll leave him for another week.
Would he have to wear some kind of protection on his arm to play, and is he allowed to do that?
I think he's going to be wearing something, but that has to be approved by the AFL to wear that. So that'll go through the normal process that it always does.
James, can you tell us the circumstances of Cremeri being elevated?
Circumstances, or?
Yeah, I mean, is someone gone on a long-term injury?
Yeah, so Anthony Long was put on a long-term injury list about 2 weeks ago. He's had a really bad hamstring tear in the middle of last year, and so he's just taken a little bit longer. And we've actually had him up in Canberra over the last few days with our physios, just trying some stuff which has worked. So he'll come back onto the list in about 6 weeks' time, which is very exciting for him, and his leg's feeling good.
Are there any other debutants in the mix, or is it just Heppell?
At the moment, it's probably just Heppell. So Hibberd, we'll sort of leave him for another week and maybe bring him the week or two after.
James, some tipsters might put the Bulldogs in for automatic win given their form last year. Do you think you have a good chance at some of that?
We'd like to think so. Yeah, we're going out to win the game. There's no doubt that we think we can win the game. The Bulldogs are a fantastic team. They beat us quite convincingly here in round 22 last year, so we've got a lot of improvement to win the game. But yeah, there's no doubt that we're out here to win. And hopefully what we've done over pre-season will give us the chance.
Well, your own design has been a very tough pre-season. Is there a sense now that you can't wait just to get out there and play?
Yeah, we've been at it for I think 20 weeks. We started in late October, and it's been 20 weeks since we started. And everyone, including the players, myself, everyone at the footy club can't wait for round one because it's been a long pre-season. Tough for some, and it's a sort of pre-season that should give our players a lot of confidence that they can run out games of football and cope with the new rule.
James, Mark Williams wasn't out there today. I assume that means he won't be playing on Sunday. What are some areas he needs to improve to?
Oh, Mark's definitely in the mix for our team. He won't be playing on Sunday, but I think Mark, we've got a forward line that's very strong with Hurley and Ryder and now Cremeri coming into the team. So he's definitely part of the mix and will be looked at for next week. And he just needs to work on playing a good game of football, getting out in the reserves tomorrow. I think they play and having a good game. So it's nothing in particular. It's just that probably there's a couple of other guys in better form.
You had a lot to do over summer. When did you sort of turn your attentions and start locking in on the opposition people, like the Doggies?
I've been doing a lot of that over the last 3 or 4 weeks on the Doggies. Like every team, we've watched all their pre-season. Had people out there, we've been out there ourselves. So I think it's been an ongoing thing. We've known we're playing the Western Bulldogs, I think, from about mid-November, so we've made sure that we comprehensively understand their team.
Do you think that Lake will play, James?
I'm not sure, and it's not really for us to worry about. Brian's an excellent player and best fullback in the competition, along with Scarlett and probably Fletcher, and his influence running down the ground is fantastic. So if he plays, he'll be a challenge for us. If he doesn't play, there's good reason, and it's out of our hands. And our concern is our players, and if he's out there, finding someone who can beat him.
Was it purely Cremery's form in the NAB Cup that tipped the scales for him?
Yeah, I think so, and the way he's trained. He's just trained the house down. And his form in the NAB Cup has been really good. So we've been happy with what he's done, and you've got to reward guys that play well.